today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing the game, and, of course, the overall toughness. You can't run the football the way that he does without being a guy who's willing to take a hit.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that flag.
This is Gordon. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Rocc, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 18 carries, 102 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Kaepernick now on first down. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. This is the tight end fan. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Able to get this to Gordon. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough. Convert with a gain of 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Jerome Baker.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
The ball carrier.
The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 23 carries, 112 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And it's 3rd down.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Jordan Howard, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He was tackled at the 40.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah. To see the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Leads to Melvin Gordon.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Returnable for Grant. Oh, he shifts past him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Number 34.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be strike. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you're heading down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
The ball carrier.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
His kick is
the kick by Sanders is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Rocc, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Dolphins.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
Brings up 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Broncos on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. Past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, though.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Kaepernick again. Open man here is Hamilton. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
17-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Keenan Allen, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 34-24, the final score. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. In our game, we got to see a little Fitz magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick looking good. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Jordan Howard.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Patrick's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run it here with Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now Kaepernick. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Jarius Wright. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Lining up for the extra.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Rams on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Miami set to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They run with Howard. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go with Howard again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
On first down, Kaepernick. This is the tight end fan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
4 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Emmanuel Ogbah.
On the play.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Welcome back now to Denver.
With the score.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick, and it's incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's
The
pass.
former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams.
To number 18,
Preston Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Running with Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game. They've got to start right here and keep these guys out there.
Receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker is the year. And the Dolphins use the
exactly right. That was timed up so well. The throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. KJ Hamler returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nice. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
That's complete to Jake Butt. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. Able to get this to Gordon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
He's going to let one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
7 yards, the pick up there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
46-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Kaepernick to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now, no reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Got Gordon open, completes it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
First down, Miami.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Fitzpatrick.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home.